I'd like to invite Nicole Auerbach, senior writer for The Athletic, onto the stage to introduce our winner.
I would like to give everyone a heads up that you may want tissues, napkins around. This is, as Shannon said, this can be a very emotional and inspiring portion of the luncheon. And I am so excited that I get to introduce one of the most impressive young people I have ever interviewed. Angelique Francis has an incredibly difficult story to tell. And she tells it so well and so openly to help others who have been in her position. I wrote a story about her, and it's on The Athletic, and it was difficult to write. It was difficult to talk to her family members, which I'm so happy can be here. And it's also so inspiring. Angelique went through an abusive childhood, a period of time where she attempted suicide multiple times. And she figured out her purpose and what would keep her going, and that is helping others and being a beacon of light for others. And she's gonna tell the story so much better than I can, of course. But it's heavy, it's a lot, and this is one of the most remarkable people that you are going to come across in this field. This is why we do what we do when we tell our stories and we join organizations like the USBWA. It is to build trust, it is to have a reputation where people can feel comfortable opening up about things and that they can share their stories to help others. And so without further ado, because you're gonna be blown away by her, Angelique Francis from Little Rock Women's Basketball.
Good morning, everyone. I told myself not to cry. Clearly, that's not working. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to God, because without Him, I would not be here. I started ALF at the age of 15, a young lady who was very lost in who she was within her identity, and was very scared because I didn't know if I could live another day, live another second. And I tried to commit 8 suicide attempts. I stand before you now as a 21, turning 22-year-old adult, and if I were to look back and tell myself, my 15-year-old self, if I would be in this position right now, I would say no. She would say that I'm very proud of you and what you've accomplished and who you have become. This organization was created for people all around the world to help them mentally, physically, to tell them that they have a purpose in life, to tell them to keep pushing, to keep striving, and that you matter and that you mean something. I created it because I didn't have that growing up. I tried to reach out to adults all over, asking and begging for help, and nobody would listen to me. Nobody cared to hear my story, nobody cared to help. They all turned away from me. At the age of 15 or 14, I talked to my parents, my mother and my stepfather, and begged them to help me. And they showed me what love was. They showed me what love was. They accepted me for who I am, never judged me, inspired me to be the greatest that I can be, to never allow people to see my head down, to be a strong woman of God, and to help others that through situations that I have been through. We, as an ALF organization, we have helped so many people conquer wonderful things in life. We have saved lives. We go speak to different group homes, help those that are in need. And for an example, not too long ago, my teammates and I went out to this organization, had bungee jumping for the kids. We all played basketball with them and had food and had a great time. And one of the administrators had came up to me and bursted out in tears because one of the children finally opened up to us. And for the longest, she was mute because of the situations that she had gone through in life. If this is hard, I apologize, but in order to communicate with the young lady, she had to draw. That was one of her outlets. She drew instead of speaking. So she drew out a bed with her laying on it, 2 men on top of her, and her boss on a chair with a gun pointed at her. And he watched her get raped. And the young lady was 6 years old. We deal with ages 4 to 18. We deal with young adults to adults. But I'm so blessed that my story is able to help so many people all around the world. This is my purpose, this is my passion, this is what I strive for, and I'm so glad that God spoke through me in order to do his work. And I'm so honored to be here, and I appreciate the USBWA. I promise you I try to practice that to try to remember it, but it's an honor. But my name, and I might be on this plaque, but I couldn't have done it without my family and the people that are with me, blood or not. My mother and father for taking me in and loving me for who I am. For my coaches, high school and high school AAU, to my college coaches for seeing me for who I am, for loving me, for encouraging me, and Coach Weedor, thank you for taking a chance on me. He tried to encourage me to shoot every game, and I never did. From my teammates, the sisters, and the bond that we have to push me to strive to be the best that I can be. To my MacArthur High School mom who helped me raise money for our homeless students in need to go to prom. For my beautiful nieces and nephews, and for my sister. My sister is a chemical engineer, amazing, and she invested a year of her time every day to help me with this organization and to build my website, believed in who I was and all the crazy ideas that I had, but she supported it no matter what. There are so many people that unfortunately are not here with us today, but thank you, Nicole, for writing this beautiful story, and for Patrick Walsh for taking 30 minutes of his time to listen to my story and to write a beautiful article, which has led me to be here today. So this is such an important message. I know that mental health, as far as student athletes, as far as people in general, it is hard. We all struggle with something. It doesn't matter if your story is the biggest thing in the world to the littlest thing in the world. Your story matters, and you matter, and your purpose. I know that you guys don't know me, but I would love to speak with you, love to talk to you. If you need anything, I will always be here. But this is what ALF is about, and I'm just so honored to be here. I appreciate you guys. But our slogan is ALF, we are the future. So thank you all so much.